I'm trying to take a moment here. So, court system is okay with helping alienate a parent. I'm factfully on here to say peace out, guys. I'm done with YouTube. I'm done completely with the bullshit and the hate and the trolling that comes from YouTube. So I'm done. I will not be back. And to the people that want to play these games and send text messages and stuff, I just heard all the text messages in court that were sent. Don't know the name, can't recall it, but I recorded it. It's kind of funny how the wording and everything is said the same exact way every time. I've never known a judge to not give a fuck like that judge. But apparently, I do have a restraining order against me for a year. And apparently, these people off YouTube have been trying to get me violated on the temporary order for the last 2 weeks, apparently. By texting or calling or doing whatever. One sad thing is that it's fucked up that I don't even know that my son works. Or that they work. My son's or son works. But yet, I've threatened to go to his work and harm him too. Because of trolls off YouTube. How does that work? How does that play out? Plays out where if you got a nutsack and you're a fucking father, the system don't give a fuck. What's up, Splatoon? What's up, Maryland? You guys came in late, but this is going to be officially my last stream on YouTube. I will not be back on YouTube. I will not have nothing to do with YouTube. So I'm saying peace out, guys. That's what I'm saying. My ex-wife wanted to say that I was going to be a ghost to my kids. We've seen people notice my children come in here and be able to reach out for help. YouTube's taken that away. YouTube trolls have gone out of their way to use these apps and do the things that they do. And guess what? They win. They win. No matter what, guys, I can't see or talk fucking nothing to my kids for over a year. A year from today's date. My 16-year-old will be almost 18 years old. I fought for 14 fucking years doing everything with the system. Telling my wife when we first get together, if you're not ready for me to end up dead or in prison, I don't want no relationship. I ain't wanting a relationship. For it to be where it is now, what's the point of having your parental rights when the courts can just easily fucking take it away from you and prevent you from even modifying your parental rights? All those orders that the judge put in today prevents me from modifying, prevents me from anything. And what these people on YouTube don't realize is that they just prevented my children from being able to reach out to somebody that could help them. That's what you guys fucking just did. You guys just condone somebody that actively uses meth, lives in a paranoid, schizophrenic, delusional mind. They can't take care of herself and can't take care of the children. You guys help that person be around the children. Now that brings up the whole roasted studios, fucking Miss D's tea, right? That's what they do. They like seeing the abuse. They like seeing the train wreck. So that's why I'm fucking done with YouTube. I don't want anybody to know anything that I'm fucking doing. Because you know why? These people have done a lot of fucking research to say, and these people are in here right now. Let's not get that twisted. The people I'm talking about are some people in here right fucking now. And they're too much of a coward to even say hi. So, you guys think it's funny taking a parent away from a child for over a year? That's fun and games to people on YouTube, right? Right? I need to get a lawyer. And I need to file a lawyer against Klickitat County courts and the judge. Because this judge just put in a restraining order and fucking... Yeah, the only conspiracy that's going on with them are that they're the conspiracy to attacking other fucking people. So, they win, guys. They win all around. They fucking win. Because trust me, this will be my very last fucking upload. Ever. I will not come back on fucking YouTube again. From last night seeing Jack Squat have conversations with a minor child about jacking off, doing Wi-Fi router trackers, to these fucking people texting people, putting app numbers in to make it look like it's other fucking people in the games they fucking play. Other people get hurt. Not them, they don't care. So those bad apples ruined it for the good apples, I guess. But those bad apples one day will get theirs. So, what was your guys' point of trying to get me violated after I got served the temporary restraining order? What was the point? What's the point? And I'm going to make this really clear. Before I hung up the phone, I told the judge this. I said this. I fought for so many years, and it's sad to see the courts allow a parent to alienate another parent with the system like this. The courts have no proof of what Miss White's saying, other than what she's reading, and I'm hearing it for the first time now. She's intentionally not provided the courts the parenting plan and stuff that the courts ask for an application. I said, if Sarah has a third party that can come up with the paperwork to have me relinquish my parental rights, I will sign the paperwork. I'm done. I am completely fucking done. Out of all the fucking shit I've done, all the hard work that I put in, all the fucking many hours and fucking stuff that I'm done. I wipe my hands. I wipe my hands completely, and I am fully prepared right now. If her parents, her brothers, whoever it was, came to me and said, here, sign this piece of paper, let's go to the courthouse, and you'll never have to worry about your parental rights again. Guess what? I would do it. I'm done with watching my children be taught how to manipulate the system and how to get their way and manipulate their way through life. I'm not going to condone that. And my children have been involved in this long enough that they're not stupid. They're old enough to know what's going on. So even after they turn 18, I got nothing for them. I ain't got nothing for them. And I never will have anything for them. It ain't a way of punishing my children because of what's happened. It's me protecting myself because I've had enough of this. I've literally had enough of it. So you guys, with that being said, does anybody want to say anything or whatever? Because literally, you guys have seen me do it before. But the only difference is I'm not coming back this time. When I end this stream, my shit's getting deleted. It's not up no more. I'm going to unprivate all my messages or my videos about Miss D and Isaac. If they get flagged, they get flagged, they get shut down, whatever in the fuck. I don't care. But people of YouTube need to know how hateful Miss D is and the things that she does offline. If anybody else is receiving emails or texts or whatever in the fuck about claiming that they're Josiah or Joseph or fucking Miguel or whatever in the fuck, and threatening, you know, certain aspects, that's Miss D. No, it's cool, Splatoon. Don't act like you're gonna cry, man. I know you're just smiling behind. I know. I know. So, all I gotta say is that they win. And, it's really sad and pathetic that they've gone this far and that the courts would allow even that type of shit. Like, it blows my mind. And all because I'm a fucking father and I have a nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you live a state away.
And I live a state away. Like, I even fought jurisdiction. And all because I didn't have a fucking code to give or a case number. The judge wouldn't listen to it. But I know for a fact she paid a lawyer, came down to Oregon and fought the fucking restraining order. She won off of just jurisdiction. Regardless if she had to make my children drink piss or fucking do the things that fucking was said. Regardless, guess what? It was dropped. Nobody gave a fuck. All because of that money. That money the system makes. And that's the issue. Is the money the system makes. That's all they care about. Get a lawyer to be able to find some fucking code or whatever. Pay thousands of dollars to have somebody fucking education be able to pull up some code to be able to fucking fight a case for you. The best criminals are the non-convicted criminals that have the money. Because you know why? Most of them have fucking broke the law. And they've just paid their way out of it from being found not guilty. So, you guys, it's sad to say. It's just like, it's actually a real overwhelming fucking moment right now.
I'm in fucking shock.
Gina says she's in shock. I'm blown away. I'm going to jail. That's the fucked up part about it.
Yeah, because you didn't do any of that.
I didn't do any of the original stuff, but yet the courts, you know, because they didn't have the evidence before them of the violations of the temporary restraining order, they're not addressing that today. But you know what I'm saying? If they're going to take those text messages and take whatever she was reading off her it could have been fucking Kurt texting her all that shit and her just reading it off. I was set the fuck up today, guys. But I know it was the trolls. And they won. And what's funny about it is she testified on the paperwork about me standing over her bed with a gun and putting a bullet in her head. Today, she didn't say nothing about a gun. She said that I was going to stand over her bed with a knife and stab her to death. Why didn't the judge catch on to that? Because the judge already had his fucking mind made up. Because obviously there's some shit in Klickitat County that people don't want looked into.
The judge didn't even ask her for your number.
No, he didn't ask to verify my phone number. He did nothing.
Nope. And I know
and when she was reading it, it was somebody, that dude said, hey, this is, hang on.
Here, I'll find it. There's 3 of them.
It was the very first part, I think.
Here, I'll find it. There's 3 of them.
Okay, hang on. You guys will hear it for yourself. And it's better this way, so other people that are trolled and shit like that, they'll understand some of the actions that they do, because this all stems from Miss D and her goon squad. I just came in, but they are going by text. Yes, they're going by text off of an application, or whatever in the fuck. Here, I'll let you listen to what was said. Some dude named Joey or whatever reached out, and he's a cyberstock bully watcher. Hang on.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
What's the first one? Yeah.
I am.
Okay, here, I'll play it.
Ability through a parenting plan. The acts of use is listed on page 1 and 2 of this, and you're to abide by the no contact provisions that are provided.
Hang on. I'll let you guys.
Stop it.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead. Mr. Tyke, did you receive service of a temporary order of protection in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then did you review that document and do you believe you understood its content?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe it allows you to have contact with the minor children?
Absolutely not. It actually makes that very clear that I cannot have any contact with any of the children, nor even Miss White.
Okay. So the allegation is that despite that, you didn't initiate that contact. Is that accurate?
That is inaccurate and untrue and unfalse, and I have not had no contact from Klickitat County Sheriff's Department, nor have I had contact from the local Jefferson County Sheriff's Department in the state of Oregon in regards to any type of said violation since I was served on the date.
Okay. It looks like you were served on the 16th of August. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just under 2 weeks ago. All right, Mr. Tyke, is it your request to have contact with these?
Hang on. Okay, now notice what this judge is doing. Is it your request to have contact with the minor children is what he asked right here, okay? He already planned at that moment to put the fucking restraining order in place. I knew right then. Now listen to how this goes down and how a judge cannot do their job and it affects people's lives. Listen very clearly. I never had a chance to dispute it or nothing. This is the fucking court hearing, guys.
Parties, that being Alexander.
My request is that this restraining order be dismissed and that the courts listen to my side of the situation and take into consideration the other uninvolved information that the court does not have before them today. So due to the incomplete application and possibly false application that has been provided to the Klickitat County Sheriff's or the courts, I would request that the temporary order be dismissed and that the court's harassment and parent alienation of temporary protection orders. And I'm prepared today to be able to show the courts, even by phone, and dispute this whole order incomplete.
All right. So before you interrupted me, what I was...
See, he asked me a question. He's like, before you interrupted me...
present me any information today that tells me that I should not put this order in place.
Yes, I would. Sorry. I thought you were at.
Go ahead and do it. That's your opportunity to do it.
See, then the judge backs
I
up.
would like to request the courts under the first page of the paperwork that I was served. It says the court finds that the court has jurisdiction over the parties, the minor and the subject matter. I would like to note that I am not jurisdiction of Washington, and I've never been jurisdiction of Washington, and I am considered a party in this paperwork. So I would dispute the jurisdiction aspect of this paperwork. I would like to let the courts know that...
So, let's start there. What's your authority for not being under the jurisdiction of this court?
Yep, it's a record. Yep.
I live and reside in the state of Oregon.
Any case law authority that says that I don't have jurisdiction over someone outside the state's boundaries when they are alleged to have caused concern with regard to a temporary order in this state?
I do not have the numbers, sir.
Any cases, any names, any authority whatsoever?
Okay, hang on. Let's get to the important stuff. Fuck, hang on. Yeah, let's get to the fucking important part. So other people can know what these trolls actually say and do. Because, you know, when you're in a troll-like mentality, you say and do the same things. You kind of repeat the same shit.
And intentionally did not provide the courts with that.
Not the first time that he's spread in my life, correct? Shut up, bitch. I found her family members' information too. I mean, and it's continuous. It's a thing. And that is where all of this...
Should confirm with the courts that, I guess maybe the courts need to reiterate with Ms. White about what I brought up earlier about her awareness of me having YouTube trolls that have attacked my life, even attempted to try to mace me.
Right, Ms. White?
Well, things are so...
Right here, guys. Whoops. So she said I did send messages, huh? So first she read it off, and then she said that I did, and the court's never verified that either. Joseph. Okay, you guys, right here, hang on, I need to rewind this a little bit. Listen, this is the troll that actually is responsible for doing this shit. And she denies the welfare check, even though there's... So you guys, there is the accurate information for you right there. That I have a restraining order put on me all because of people off of YouTube. Because they want to play fucking games. Here, babe. Yeah. And they want to fucking put in text message apps or do whatever it is or whatever. They win. So guess what? I'm off YouTube. I'm done with YouTube. I'm done with YouTube. I am completely fucking done. This is my last fucking stream. And I'm completely done with my children. I will say that right now. I'm completely fucking done all around. What did she mean when she said something about you kidnap? No, Shannon. That Joseph whatever was writing her basically saying that he witnessed me say specifically that I was going to go into her house, kill her, kill the dog, kill the kids, and that I was going to go to this school and kidnap my children. This Joseph whatever in the fuck his name was that was said. That troll. That troll is saying that stuff. So that is what the courts went off. But I would like to inform people of how that just accurately went. That was not the appropriate steps that the judge should have taken. When she first said whatever, the judge should have asked me to respond to any allegations that was in the paperwork. There was nothing in the paperwork that was discussed today in court. It was all about after I was served. Which it was that Joseph Smith, or whatever in the fuck his name is, Joseph whatever, calling trying to get me fucking violated. Because they wanted me in jail. They thought it was going to be funny. I didn't know. I had no idea at all. I had a feeling that that's what they were going to go with. And everybody on here was like, oh, you're paranoid, man. Don't live that way. The cops, oh, you're paranoid, man. Only to come to find out 2 weeks later I show up in court and these trolls are still fucking doing the text fucking shit and doing stuff. Apparently I'm going to go to my son's work. I don't even know where in the fuck my son works. That's the shit that was said in court. And that's because of Miss DT and her little fucking goon squad that troll people. That's a fact. Now here it is. My son's 16 years old. My oldest son's 16 years old. I have to go a whole year. Can't be within fucking 100 yards of them. Of my own children. I can't even modify my parenting plan. Because why a restraining order specifically put in place that I cannot, what is it? Basically modify or go after any parental fucking things or whatever. She should be ashamed of herself, Shannon. And it boils down to one fucking thing. The fact that she went and got fucking high. And I did a video upset on why it is that you decide to bring my children, or our children, around my family members after 4, 5, 6 years of not fucking seeing them. And in the past, usually it's because you go and get dope. And then what happens? Within 48 hours, she gets so paranoid that she files a restraining order and does this shit and tries to create a fucking case. She factfully went on Be Our Guest channel, said slanderous and defamating character, saying that I molested my children and all this shit just a way to attack me. The judge nor the court gave a fuck. That's exactly what I brought up in court, Shannon, was that I went 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and not knowing anything about my children. She calls me one day on February 14th, says, hey, I need to go to treatment. Can you come get the kids? I did in a fucking heartbeat. And I also pointed out to the courts that right now, the order that she didn't provide the courts, which is the parenting plan says that she's not even supposed to be out of the Dalles, Oregon. So the courts need to take into consideration how she never even filed or gave the courts the parenting plan on this petition. But the one she did back in February, you're fucking right, she did. But she never showed up, right? So these trolls win. These trolls fucking win. And I've been through a lot of fucking shit in the years. A lot of fucking court dates. A lot of fucking court hearings. And I am done. I am done with YouTube. And I'm done, completely fucking done with the abuse that my ex-wife and my children put me through. Oh, Tyke's saying his children abused him. It is abuse, guys. When your children are manipulating and crying wolf and being the chameleon that the state wants to say, and they're just stirring the pot, that's abuse. Just like I said to the judge at the very end of it, I will sign over my parental rights if she has somebody bring me the paperwork. Because I'm fucking done.
Fucking retarded. Can't win.
That's what I think too, Shannon. I can't win worth losing when it comes to this shit. And it's sad that the court system allows mothers to use the system like this. This is a perfect example of how the system allows females to get away with alienating fathers. This is a true prime example of how fathers get alienated through the system that's set up to give you parental rights. His first question, before even asking me to respond, was asking me, okay, Shannon, you're the only one who really responded. Did he or did he not ask me if I wanted to be a part of my children's life? And then I responded, and then he says, oh, you interrupted me. I was going to ask you to do that. Did that not just fucking happen? Because how it's supposed to go is they present their case, you present your case, and then the judge gets to reiterate. Basically, you reiterate both sides. Judge makes his order. That's not how it fucking went down. At all. That judge had his fucking mind made up before he even answered the phone call or before he even fucking listened to the docket.
Very true.
That is the fact. And I don't know if that judge is the same judge as fucking... But I'm going to fucking blast his fucking name out here. Because that's a lazy-ass fucking judge. Now watch, you guys. I'm going to be charged with criminal charges. All because I'm talking shit about a judge. And they're going to want to silence me. That's how it works, right? If you don't believe me, look up Chris Ponte. Look up Chris Ponte. That's fucking hilarious. You can't even read the fucking judge's signature. That's the judge. And how can they put in on a temporary or a restraining order, making it to where you can't modify your parenting plan? That's a perfect fucking example. Did you not know that in some states, if you go a year without communicating with your children, you're considered abandoning your children? And they can terminate your parental rights off that?
Yep.
That's a fact. And here it is, the system wants to put in a fucking... I've been divorced from this bitch for over 14 fucking years.
You've been with me for...
I've been with Gina for 7. And this shit, she still plays this game all because she wants to keep getting that fucking high. All because she wants to keep getting that bag of dope. In the meantime, I have to worry about my kids. And I don't need to no more. I don't need to worry about my kids. They went on the Be Our Guest show. They're just as involved with their mother trying to fucking attack me as their mother did. And it's sad. She knows. The courts never asked her once to verify if she knew prior about people trying to mace me or YouTube trolls or nothing. The courts never fucking asked. That's relevant. Because if she's admitting prior to the, you know what I'm saying, that is relevant to the courts. That judge is a fucking piece of shit. So when I hung up the phone, I said, I hope you sleep well tonight, sir. I was set up more than once by this bitch. How many of you guys that are in here right now have seen my children, since I got served the temporary restraining order, actually come into my stream? Push one right now if you've seen it. Or if you've seen it all in the past where my children have come into my stream and reached out for help. And the only way they know how to contact me is through YouTube. Push one if you've seen that. Gina, will you give me a letter? Now that's taken away, guys. Because technically I could go to jail. If my children come in here and fucking say something or whatever. Boom, guess what? The trolls see it, they whatever. I fucking go to jail. But this is also a way of their mother controlling them and controlling me. And I know that. But at the same time, my children are the one that chose to run away. They're the ones that chose and choose to live in their life. Regardless if they want to cry help like their mothers taught them to do through years.
Right.
A boy that cried wolf can only be heard so many times. It's fucking sad, guys. But with that being said, I hope the trolls are happy. I want people to keep up the fight. Keep saying and doing what's right. Start speaking up on this shit. And what I mean by this shit is the facts of people that push people and bully people and dox people off of YouTube. Start bringing attention to it. Start raising awareness. Father alienation is a serious issue in America. It needs to be addressed. Fathers have rights too. Dads can too. There's no reason for this type of shit to happen like this. And I hope that the trolls feel confident in their work, that it paid off, that they got what they wanted, and just hope that I don't ever catch you slipping on the street and know who you are. Let's just leave it that way. And that's a real fucking thing. And if anybody wants to take that for a threat, go right on ahead. You can take that for whatever it is, because I know that these coward-ass trolls won't ever fucking admit who they are. And if they do, they're only looking for shine. So, sadly to say, guys, my ex-wife said months ago, he will become a ghost to these children. They will have nothing to do with him. As the title says, I've become a ghost. And this stream is the last time you guys will see my face on YouTube. So, I hope y'all feel proud of yourselves. I hope that, in a way right now, I have a lot of remorse and anger towards the people that have done this, not knowing who they are. I can't really direct it towards anybody. But at the same time, I feel my sadness and feel defeat all in one because of people's fucking actions that they do. You guys have just taken me from my kids. You guys have fucking trolled me for way too long. The sad thing is, Shannon, as far as I'm being told, my kids do despise her already because she keeps using meth and lying about it. And they know that she is. And this is just a way to be able to keep my children in danger. Because think about it, right now, if CPS goes to take my kids, the state of Washington, you guys don't understand that. I have a fucking lawsuit against the state of Washington. Maybe that's what's going on and I don't realize it. Maybe the state of Washington doesn't want to step back in and remove my kids because of the pending lawsuit that I have against them. And maybe with me having a restraining order, that justifiably makes the state of Washington not have to contact me and not have to involve me in a case because of a restraining order. That's a fact. So maybe that's what's going on, and maybe the courts truly want to fucking go after my kids and remove my kids from her. I don't know. I can hope. Because right now, the stuff that she's teaching my kids and the condition that my kids are in is not okay. If she's seriously making my children believe that I'm going to go to their football games, what else was said?
That you were going to
Kidnap my children from their football games.
Kill her.
Yeah.
God, I don't know.
Go to his work. There was something about his work. Harm him at his work.
Yeah.
Yeah, harm him at his work. My son had his job, I guess. That's awesome, Shannon. So, I'm kind of blown away, to be honest with you, about it all.
I'm really fucking blown away still.
Gina is too. She's right there. It's kind of just fucking mind-blowing that that judge had his mind made up, and I knew it right from the beginning. When he asked me a question, I responded, and he's like, well, I was going to before you interrupted me. Well, obviously, you just got upset because technically I just fucking reminded you of your steps that you're supposed to do in court, Your Honor. And what I said at the end of it was I'd like to remind the courts and Your Honor how you just affected my parenting ability. The order that you just put in place prevents me from modifying my parenting plan, prevents me from anything. And maybe I need to seek legal advice into this because I believe Your Honor just made a mistake by putting this order in. That's exactly what I said, and I went on record to say it. I specifically said I would like to go on record, which means that the fucking recorder has to document that shit. Does this judge give a fuck? No. Is he probably ready to retire? Yeah. But then the issue, what's really the concerns and the safety of my children? Knowing that this all stemmed from her past history going and getting fucking meth, and then turning into where obviously she's just going to jump on the bandwagon of trolls and go with it to try to cover up her fucking paranoid delusions. I don't fucking know. But she knows just as much as I do that I ain't the one that fucking sent those text messages. Very clearly, when she was reading them, she said it was Joseph or Joe or whatever in the fuck it was. Mm-hmm. Did the courts ask anything about a phone number? No, they didn't. They didn't care. He never cared from the beginning. And it's all because it's football season and she doesn't want me at a football game. A way to prevent me from doing something. She gets it. She wins. She gets it. She makes me sick. It makes me sick that a parent even does that stuff. Like, I thought my mother was bad. She's like probably 2 times as bad as my mother. And that's sad to say because look how I turned out and look how, you know what I'm saying? How do you think my kids are going to turn out? And she's got 5 fucking kids.
Yeah, and one that she doesn't even have.
Yeah, one that she doesn't, yeah, like fucking wow. One that she gave birth to with meth in its system and got taken away. I don't know how that father managed to get his fucking right. Oh, that's right. He went through treatment, jumped through the hoops, and did everything. And because the child wasn't in a home when it was taken, it was in a hospital. Guess what? CPS was able to return the child to the father. Not the mother, but the father. And look how productive that child's come out. He works, he has a car, he has a girlfriend, he's been stable. He has communication with his grandparents, he has a good relationship with his father, his uncles, his cousins. Look at that. Look at the difference. Look at my kids with their mother. They ain't got no relationship with their own fucking grandparents. They ain't got no relationship with probably their brother, their uncles. Nothing like that. Because why? She's doing her best to be able to prevent my children from being able to tell on her for the things that she's doing, like doing meth.
Actually, the grandparents don't even talk to her no more because they're disappointed that they came back to her.
So you guys, like I said, I'm keeping this real. I'm done. This will be my last stream ever. Yes, the mom is abusive. And that's the thing, you guys. If you guys want to look into it and if you want to protect children, Miss D, and you want to do that and not wait years, okay, let's start with some things to occupy your time, Miss Troll. Okay, one is looking to Jack Swat having conversations with a minor about jacking off. Specifically, the wagon exterior or whatever the fuck it is. Look into that. Look into the fact how Jack is having a chat thing go on, and it's a Wi-Fi router tracker. He's trying to track people off of YouTube, okay? That's something you could look into and occupy your time, Miss Troll. Oh, that's right, because that's part of your community doing your work for you. Didn't mean to ruin that for you. The next thing is that if you really truly care and you don't want to wait 15, 16 years to have somebody go knock on somebody's door or try to have justice for a child, Roasted Studios, this one's to you. then maybe you should look into the Klickitat County Sheriff's Department and look into the report that was made from the school to the Klickitat County Sheriff's Department on the assault that my ex-wife did to my oldest son, Alexander. Yeah, back in June, guys. There was a thing filed. No charges done, nothing. But you guys all want to fucking just try to push me off YouTube. And in the same time, harm kids, put kids in harm's way. And you guys are okay with that because you guys did what you did, right? So who's actually going to take the credit for this? Because you guys have worked pretty fucking hard to get me off. And now that it's coming to this, and me saying sayonara, somebody's got to step up and be like, oh, it was me. It's probably going to be Isaac. And people are going to be like, oh, yeah, or whatever. But the fact is, it probably really, truly is Isaac.
Right.
Because Isaac has Miss D working for him, Miss Piggybackers, and Tina. It's all been proven. They all work for Isaac. Now, Miss D may have her own little circle like Wolf Den, Jack Squat, and all these other people that are doing the trolling and getting coached how to troll and being educated on how to troll. But that's because of Miss D's responsibility. If Isaac pays Miss D, it's not proven, but the fact is Michael Green has paid Isaac to do these things. So, I've had my adventures on YouTube. I've had my hate off of YouTube. I've had this affect my life too much. And, whatever it may be, I hope that karma bites you in the ass, whoever's responsible for this. And I hope YouTube starts stepping up and protecting people. Because this just straight changed my life forever. And when I say forever, I mean forever. I won't have nothing to do with my children anymore. And it's not a punishment for them. It's just protecting myself, and I'm done with the games. And it's not worth going to jail for me. I don't want nothing to do with her. I haven't been contacting her. These trolls are giggling right now because they know that they're the ones responsible for it. It was factfully admitted right in court today that this Joe guy or whatever in the fuck, the same wordings that she was reading is the same stuff that these trolls have emailed and done stuff for months. So, it's a shame and it's sad that it comes this way. But I hope that the fight keeps fighting. And I hope that YouTube does eventually get these people shut off YouTube because it is a danger to people. And YouTube, you could be held accountable for stuff that gets done on your... Just like if somebody goes to a bar and gets served too much and they go get into a wreck after they leave and kill someone, the bartender in the bar can be held legally responsible for anything that happens. And YouTube, Google, you guys should be advised that you guys can be legally held accountable for this type of shit. So with that being said, you guys, peace out. I'm out. Thanks for the journeys. Thanks for the care that people actually cared. And I'm going to miss the adventures with you guys. I'm going to miss the communication. But it's bullshit. Sayonara. Hasta luego, amigo.